Just look at that Guinness shepherd's pie. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we are doing a fantastic take on a shepherd's pie. We are doing a Guinness shepherd's pie, and it ain't gonna be 2 tablespoons of Guinness. We're gonna chuck the whole lot in, and we're not using lamb mince. We're changing it up. We're using cubed lamb. We're gonna have a really nice rustic type full-bodied Guinness shepherd's pie. I've got some potatoes in here, a bit of water, a bit of salt. I'm going to stick them on to boil. Want mashed potatoes. This is lamb leg, boneless lamb leg, and I've chopped it all up into fairly decent cubes. You can go in with butter, oil, olive oil. You can go in with whatever you like, it doesn't matter. Today I'm just going to chuck in a little bit of olive oil. Like I say, we are using Guinness, and we are going to use the whole can and then make the fluid level just what we need. A little bit less with the gravy. Instead of having a lot of gravy and a little bit of Guinness, we're going to have the Guinness and a little bit of gravy. Give us a full-bodied Guinness shepherd's pie. Our lamb is going in there. And we are going to season the lamb whilst it's sat there. A little bit of salt. And we're going to hit it with some black pepper. And we're just going to whiz it round in the pan until it's browned. Now the recipe description will have stovetop cooking times and slow cooker cooking times. I'm using the Instant Pot. We're going to whiz along, get it cooked up, get the shepherd's pie made. All the timings are there. It's easy. If you don't have an Instant Pot pressure cooker, you can cook slow cooker or stove top. Just give this a little turning over. Now we've cut the chunks a little bit big because pressure cooks, they are going to shrink down, and that is the same if you cook it stovetop or slow cooker. If you make little cubes, they are going to shrink. They're going to be tiny cubes. So here's a question for you then. Leave an answer in the comments. Does a shepherd's pie have to be with minced lamb? A shepherd's pie is lamb, but we're all used to minced lamb. But does it have to be minced lamb? Leave a comment below. And other people who can't use lamb, you know, use beef and make a Guinness cottage pie. Okay, we got a nice bit of browning on there, look. Let's just turn that off a second. We're going to take our liner and we're going to put our lamb in there. Just like that. Our delicious looking lamb in there. Flame back on. In there with some butter, with that remnants of that oil, garlic, onions, a nice pinch of thyme, a little saute on the onions and the garlic, lose that rawness. In with the carrots. Now we're not cooking, it's all going to be cooked in there. Want a couple of tablespoons of flour, and we're going to cook that with the veg. Take out the rawness of the flour. Want 2 tablespoons of tomato paste or tomato puree, whatever you know it by. Give that a little stir through. Just give it a little minute in there, a little cooking. Take out that little bit of a sourness of that tomato paste by cooking it out. Now, not going to be long. In there, about a tablespoon of Worcester sauce or Worcestershire sauce. A little bit of pepper. Salt is optional, just a little bit. And here we are, a whole 440 mils of Guinness. What a smell! In there with our beef broth. Now this is made up with no gravy granules. A little bit of a stir on in there. Now it looks like there's a lot of fluid and we're going to use some for gravy. So it's not a lot of fluid. Flame off. We're going to add that to the Instant Pot. So there's our lovely cubed up lamb in there. Add all our gravy, Guinness, onion, garlic, carrot mix to that pot. Little stir through. Instant Pot. Lid on. Pressure cook. And we are going to cook high pressure for, let's see, 28 minutes. So it's on and it'll start to build up its pressure inside there, and when it's ready to cook with its full pressure, it will start a countdown on there of 28 minutes. We leave it 10 minutes natural release, and then we're going to manually release the pressure what's left. Take the lid off, chuck some peas in. That is our shepherd's pie mix made. In the meantime, we're going to mash some potatoes. Bit of butter for our potatoes. A little bit of pepper. And a tiny bit of salt. Start to mash up. Mash these up and then we'll let them go cool. It doesn't matter. Now if you want to make it creamy mash, a little bit of milk and mash it in. Now I'm not going to go too creamy. I don't want it a runny mashed potato. I actually like some texture in my mashed potato. Everybody to their own. And then when that's cooked and we can put it all in a dish, we'll put the mashed potatoes over the top. So there we have it. Okay, so we've had 12 minutes, so it's now we can manually release. And all we're going to do is flick the switch on the top. Done. All we're waiting for now is for the plunger to drop down. When that plunger drops down, then we can take the lid off. Always take the lid off towards you so the steam goes away from you. Drop down, take off, pull towards you, let the steam go away from you. In there, beautiful cooked lamb and our carrots onion mixture. Frozen peas straight in. They will residually cook in there, not a problem. Just stir it through. So we've got this fantastic shepherd's pie mix in there now, look. Now we have to decide to put it in a container so we can get our mashed potato over the top. But we want to take some of that gravy. We want that gravy for gravy afterwards. So we're going to put sort of half the gravy in with the mix so it's all in a nice pie, and we'll save some gravy so we can chuck over. So what we need to be doing is putting some of our filling in there. So we got that in there. We've got a wonderful amount of gravy. We just need to cover that in mash. And then just work it down, fill it out a little bit. It's going to bubble over. This is why you put everything on a tray, because this will bubble. Now do not smooth it out, or you can, that's up to you, but it's better to have that crunchy top on there. All those gnarly bits are going to brown up perfect. So just a little bit of cheddar to mix in with those gnarly bits to form a crust on the top. 170. Oven at home, temperatures will be in the description. So let it preheat and then we'll bob that in there. Okay, that's good enough. Let's get that in there. In for 20 minutes. Wow, just look at that. That looks absolutely cracking. All we're going to have to do now is let it cool down about 10 minutes and we're going to have some. Come on, all we need now is some service. We need to come in there actually and just take off the top of that so we can serve over the top. Oh, look at that. Just look at that Guinness shepherd's pie. All we want now is a little dobbing of gravy. That looks absolutely fantastic. Let's get dug in. Now that is a hearty one. Oh, tender, tender, soft, juicy lamb. Oh man, that is incredible. And we got our potato topping. Oh, it's a bit warm. Oh, come on. Bit of gravy. That is steaming. That is absolutely delicious. That is a real full-bodied gravy. That is really, really, really tasty. This meat just pulls apart, perfectly cooked. A fantastic mashed potato topping with that little bit of cheese in there. Sensational. What a shepherd's pie. I'll leave it to you. Does shepherd's pie have to be mincemeat or can it be cubed lamb? It's still lamb. It's still got mashed potato on the top. It's still shepherd's pie. Probably a bit healthier as well because lamb mince is normally very fatty. That really is first class. If you like what we're doing, don't forget a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video.